I'm coming to a situation where I can't go any further. I can't go straight anymore. I've got to turn right or turn left. Yeah.
Something you don't really normally look at, do you?
There's nearly always a straight lamp, right opposite the
T-junction.
The Emerge. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. So as soon as you spot the Emerge, you say there's an Emerge coming up, and then I will tell you which way we're going to turn. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Certainly gone down the last few days, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's getting cold again. Snowing on Sunday.
This Sunday?
Yeah, it snowed on Sunday.
Oh, sorry.
Where we were. It was quite.
Yeah, we had a little bit here.
Didn't settle, but it was.
Right, looking well ahead now.
Okay.
What can you see?
T-junction.
Right, so there's a merge coming up, so we're going to turn left.
Okay, Tony. We're going to turn left at the end.
Check the interior mirror, Tony.
So if you'd like to check the interior mirror, Tony.
Right. Check the left door mirror.
Check your left door mirror.
Pop the signal on now, which is about 5 or 6 car lengths away, yeah?
6 car lengths.
Now, cover the brake.
Cover the brake.
Yeah? And steer towards me.
Steer towards me, Tony.
And just get me to stop there.
Just get you to stop there.
Yeah, you can see there's nobody behind us, yeah?
Okay, so there's no one behind us.
So prepare your car to go as normal.
Prepare your car to go as normal.
Yeah? And then I want you to creep forward, and then then you tell me when to stop. Just see if you can
Tony,
judge
if you
this.
creep forward and I'll tell you when to stop.
I'll just see if you can judge where there's some...
Okay, stop there, Tony.
That's good.
Okay,
now just put your handbrake on.
Okay.
But prepare the car to go as normal, but don't go anywhere until I tell you, yeah?
Okay, so if you put your handbrake on and prepare the car to go as normal, but don't move until I tell you to.
Right, now there's 2 reference points you need to pick up here.
Okay.
The first one is to ask me, where does the giveaway line cut into the car?
Okay, where's the give line? Okay, so we're talking about that one over there, yeah? Because presumably you can't...
Yeah, we'll talk about that one in a minute. Go on.
Okay. Where's the giveaway line cut into the car, Tony?
Oh, just underneath this, just before this door mirror.
Okay, just
Now,
before the door mirror. Okay.
That's your reference point, so you don't encroach over the white line, yeah?
Okay.
And keep an eye on that mirror. Anybody behind us?
No.
Yeah. So, therefore, you've got a bit of time to talk to me.
Okay.
Right, it's very important we don't encroach on the white line, Tony, because if we do, and there's a vehicle coming from the right, they may well have to swerve around us, and they could go into a car that's coming towards us, yeah?
Okay.
That's the consequences, yeah?
Yep.
Now, we need to pick up a reference point so I don't mount the curb, yeah?
Right.
So where does the curb cut into the car here, Tony?
Where does the curb cut into the car on the left, Tony?
Oh, just by the tax disc.
Okay.
Now, that's your reference point, so you're about a couple of feet away from the curb,
Okay.
and that when you turn, you won't mount the curb,
Okay.
and also it stops any vehicles, apart from bikes, getting down the insides of us, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah?
That makes sense. Would you always, again, just a question so I know, would you always start with the right mirror, or would you start with the left, or does it not matter in terms of where does the car cut into?
Well, it's not to do with mirrors, it's to do with reference points, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
sorry. For example, you'd use the reference point on your right with the wing mirror. Where does it cut?
Don't worry what reference point I use,
Right.
because the reference point is unique to me, yeah? Yeah?
Okay.
So
yep.
all you have to do is ask me where the curb cuts into the car, yeah?
Right.
If you tell me, Tony, the curb should cut in just before the door mirror,
Yep.
it might be completely wrong for me, and I could be 2 or 3 car lengths behind the white line, or I
Right.
could be half a car length over the white line, yeah?
Okay.
So get me to pick the reference point up, yeah?
Right. Okay.
But it's
that makes
important
sense.
where you're sitting there,
Yep.
is that you pick up reference points for yourself, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, because
Okay.
don't forget you've got to talk me into these positions, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. That's
Right, so just prepare the car to go as normal, Tony, but don't go anywhere until I say so.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about the observations.
Okay.
Now, if we look to the right, now we can see a car coming. Now, we're not going to go yet, Tony, because we're emerging out in front of that car, we need to be able to walk from here to the other side of the road and back again. So
Yep.
that gives us time to get out of the junction and get some speed up, yeah?
Okay.
So we look to the right again. Is there anybody coming?
No.
No. You asked me.
Looking to the right, Tony. Is there anyone coming?
No.
Okay.
Look ahead. Any pedestrians crossing the road?
Any pedestrians crossing the road ahead, Tony?
No.
Right.
Look to the left.
Look to the left.
Anybody coming?
Anybody coming, Tony?
No.
No.
And look to the right again.
Look to the right again.
Good. And now as you drop the handbrake down, Tony, I want you to make sure you're looking to the left, which is the direction that you're going to steer.
Okay, so as you drop the handbrake down, Tony, I want you to make sure you're looking to the left in which the direction you're steering into.
Right, now be watching me, don't be watching the road.
Yeah.
Yeah? Now, steer to me, Tony.
Steer towards me, Tony.
That's it. And now straighten up.
And now straighten up.
Good. And now check your interior mirror.
Check your interior mirror, Tony.
And check your right-hand door mirror.
Check your right-hand door mirror, Tony.
And we're checking the interior mirror to see if anybody's followed us into the new road.
Checking the interior mirror to make sure, to see if anybody's following us into the new road.
And we're checking the right-hand door mirror to see if anybody's overtaken us.
Checking the right-hand door mirror to see if anybody's overtaking us.
If they were overtaking us, we'd have to let them go.
Yeah, if they were overtaking us, we'd have to let them go.
Because we didn't, we may well force them into an oncoming car, yeah?
Okay.
Now we see an Emerge coming up.
See an Emerge coming up.
We're going to turn left.
Turning left. Then,
So
Tony,
check your interior mirror.
Check your interior mirror.
Check your left-hand door mirror.
Check your left-hand door mirror.
Pop your left-hand signal on.
Pop your left-hand
Which
signal
is
on.
about 5 or 6 car lengths away.
Which is about 5 or 6 car lengths away.
And just stop here.
And just stop here, Tony.
And then just prepare yourself to go, Tony. And then just creep forward.
Okay.
And we're going to line up that first reference point, which is the make sure we're not encroaching on the white line.
Okay.
So tell me when to stop.
Okay, stop there, Tony.
Okay. Just put your handbrake on.
Handbrake on, Tony.
Prepare yourself to go. We don't go anywhere until I say so.
Prepare yourself to go, but we won't go until I say so.
Right, so where does the giveaway line cut into the car?
Where does the giveaway line cut into the car?
Oh, same as the last time, just before that door mirror.
Excellent.
That's my reference point for...
Okay, and that's your reference point for...
Not encroaching.
For not encroaching the road ahead for this cars.
Not encroaching over the white line.
Okay, is that how you'd phrase it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mustn't.
Okay, so I need to.
I mustn't stop over that white line. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And
so you wouldn't start talking about car. You'd say that's your reference points for not encroaching the white line.
And why is it important to don't encroach in the white line?
And why is it important that you don't encroach over the white line?
No, you're asking me. No, you're telling me.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
The reason why you don't encroach over the white line is if there was a car coming from your right and it had to swerve out to overtake you, it would potentially go into oncoming traffic.
That's good. And where does the curb cut into the car here, Tony?
Well, where does the curb cut into the car here, Tony?
Oh, same as the last time, just by the tax disc.
Excellent. And why is it important that we don't encroach over the white line?
Don't ask me questions this day because I wouldn't know the answers. Yeah, tell me.
Right. It's important that we don't encroach the white line. But then you've said about that, then you'd say what? Over the, what on the left side?
Yeah, so you're asking me, where does the curb cut into the car on the left here?
Okay.
And I've told you it's by the tax disc, yeah?
Okay. So it's important that we don't encroach the white line.
No, it's important that we have this reference point.
Right, okay. So that one you'd say it's important we don't encroach the white line.
Yeah.
And that one you'd say
it's important that we line that reference point up.
Okay. So it's important that we line that reference point up, Tony.
Because that's going to keep you a couple of feet away from the curb.
A couple of feet away from the curb, which means that you wouldn't hit the curb as you turned left.
That's it, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Now we're going to talk about the observation stage, so just keep yourself prepared, but don't go anywhere until I say so.
Okay, so just keep yourself prepared, Tony, but don't move until...
I want to talk to you about the observations.
Okay, I just want to talk to you about the
all
observations.
the time you keep an eye on is...
That's quite important,
Yeah.
isn't it? Because you don't want to toot from behind.
Right, so we're looking to the right.
So we're looking to the right, Tony.
Is there anybody coming?
Is there anybody coming?
No.
Okay,
I'm
looking straight ahead for any pedestrians, Tony.
Nobody there?
And looking to the left, any vehicles coming, Tony?
No.
Okay, so once again, we'll look to the right, Tony, just as we release the... No, we'll look to the right, Tony.
Nobody coming?
Nobody coming. Okay, if you...
And just release the handbrake.
Release the handbrake and...
It's very important that I'm looking where?
It's very important you're looking to the left in which direction you're steering into.
Right, and the consequence of not looking to the left in the direction that I'm steering is that I may well run over a pedestrian, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Right, we're just going to follow the road straight on. I will be able to handle this myself, yeah? So just give me the directions, follow the road straight on.
Follow the road straight on, Tony.
So is that making a bit of sense?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Right,
I just need to get the right, I need to know why and what to say when we stop, so I know.
Obviously, I'm not going to roll over and play bull after the first emerge and say that I know it all, yeah?
Yeah.
So you're going to have to talk me through a few.
Okay, that's fine. Do you want me to do the next one then?
Yeah. So what I want you to do is to look ahead and see when you can spot the emerge, yeah?
Okay, so I want you to look ahead, Tony.
No, that's me out of roll.
Right, okay.
I want you to look ahead, yeah?
Okay.
Because don't forget, at phase one, you'll have to spot the emerges.
Yeah, I wouldn't ask him to start. spotting emerges. Okay.
At phase 2, it'll be me who's spotting the emerges. Yeah?
Okay, that's fine. So now it's going to be that one where we first did it. Is that right?
Could be.
First emerge. Keep me in suspense. Okay.
Right, so we've got a bit of time to talk about the mirrors that we're going to use in
Yeah,
approach
you
now.
wouldn't. Would you have that dead silence, or would you?
No, you carry on giving education.
Okay.
Right, so it's important that we check the interior mirror first, because that's flat glass, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
okay.
and we need to know the speed and distance of the vehicle behind us, yeah?
Okay.
And the left-hand door mirror, right, the emerge is coming
the
up.
emerge is coming up, Tony.
So we're going to turn left.
So we're going to check the interior mirror.
We're going to turn left.
We're going to turn left. We're going to
check
check the interior mirror. Check the left mirror.
Pop the signal on.
Which is
about
5 or 6 car lengths away.
Steer towards me.
Steer towards me, Tony.
And just go slowly forward and see if you can line that
Move
reference point up.
slowly forward until you can line the reference point up. Okay, just stop there, Tony.
Just put your handbrake on.
And handbrake on.
Prepare yourself to go as normal, but don't go anywhere until I say so.
Normal, but don't go anywhere until I say so.
Right, don't be so interested in the junction yet.
Okay.
Right, so where does your reference point come in? Where does the giveaway line come into the car?
Okay, so where does the giveaway line come into the car,
Oh,
Tony?
exactly the same as it did in the last two, just before the door mirror.
Okay, and where does the...
That's your reference point for what?
Yeah, I need to remember that. That's your reference point to make sure we don't encroach the white line.
Right, if we do?
And if we do, Tony... There's a car behind us, Tony, so...
Right, just tell me where to look.
Just look to the right, Tony.
Nobody coming?
Okay, pedestrians opposite. Anything?
No, there isn't any pedestrians.
Okay, and look to the left, Tony.
Okay, he's going around us now, so we can carry on.
Okay.
Right, so it's important that we don't encroach on this white line, yeah?
Yep. Okay, so it's important we don't encroach the white line.
Okay, you've got a great big truck behind us now, so just talk me through the observations.
Right, let's get out of here then.
So check to the right.
Check to the right, Tony.
Nobody there.
And any pedestrians coming
No.
from opposite? Anything coming from the left?
No.
Okay, just check towards the right, Tony.
Yeah.
Release handbrake, steer
And
towards,
look
and
which
look
way?
into your... Look towards the left, the
All
direction which we're turning.
And steer.
Steer towards me, Tony,
And then straighten
up.
And it's important to look to
It's
the...
important to look to the left to make sure that we're looking into the direction we're turning into.
Otherwise,
Otherwise, you may hit a pedestrian.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so we had to take some of the detail away there because of the fact that we had a
Which is going to happen, isn't it? So
it is going to happen,
that's going to happen.
So
you wouldn't panic and just say, right, quickly get out of here.
no, but don't forget,
So
you can actually give detail afterwards, yeah?
okay, so there, Tony, when that truck came behind, we know that's not going to overtake us, so we'd have to go.
Yeah.
Right,
we've got the merge coming up.
Right. Okay, so we've got an emerge coming up.
We're going to turn left. So
we're
check
gonna
your
turn
interior
left,
mirror.
So check your interior mirror.
Check your left-hand door
Check your
mirror.
left-hand mirror. Pop the signal on, which is about 5 or 6 car lengths from the end.
Slip into first
Slip
gear.
it into first.
Steer towards me.
Steer towards me.
And just see if you can line that reference point up with the giveaway line.
See if you can line the.
Oh yeah, I've
reference
got
point
that
up.
one there.
Okay. Just put the handbrake on.
Yes, where does the reference point come in?
Prepare the. Oh, okay. Where's the reference point coming?
Where does the
Tony?
giveaway line cut into the car?
Yeah, where does the giveaway line cut into the car, Tony?
Again, just before the door mirror.
Okay, and
that's the reference point for.
Yeah, I need to remember that. I then suddenly straight move on to that one. Okay, that's the reference point for the car, making sure we don't encroach the white lines. Consequences of us cutting or crossing the white line would be potentially a car coming from the right would have to overtake us and go into, collide into, overtake. Imagine.
And where's
oncoming traffic.
And where's the curb cut in here?
And where's the curb cut in?
Oh, just by the tax disc.
Okay, it's important that we use that as a reference point,
right,
Tony.
Just talk me through the observations now, because again, you've got your car behind you.
Okay, just look to the right, Tony.
Nobody coming?
Any pedestrians from opposite?
No.
Anything from the left?
No.
Okay, just look to the right, Tony.
Yeah.
Handbrake on, steer towards me, and look into the left towards the direction you're steering.
All right.
Now, it's important
and
steer towards me,
yeah.
Tony. And
then
straighten up. It's important that we look into the left side.
And we're in the new road now. Check the interior mirror, see if anybody's following me into the road.
Okay,
oh yeah, somebody is behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And check your right-hand door mirror to make sure there's nobody overtaking you.
Okay. Check your right-hand door mirror to make sure there's no one overtaking.
If there was somebody overtaking us,
if there was someone overtaking us, it's important that we let them go. Otherwise, we're going to force them into oncoming traffic.
Good. Well done.
Okay.
Right. So
there you'd forget the bit about it's important that we look to the left because that's education. Instead, you're dealing with the situation to hand. Yeah. Okay.
Right. So.
Okay.
you can always fill in that blank afterwards.
Yeah.
So after we turn, it's important that we're looking in the direction that we're steering.
Yeah.
Because if we're not,
Okay.
you may not steer, or there could be a pedestrian crossing the road. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
the consequence of that is that I may well run the pedestrian over. Yeah.
okay. So it's a bit like where we were on the last lesson, Tony, looking at phase 2s, where you were, for example, doing a 70 and a 60. Rather than get into the education, it was straight into that. Okay, Tony, reduce the speed.
Yeah.
So you're dealing with the situation in hand, and then educating. Is that right?
Yeah.
So make sure it's safe.
So if you just run through the mirrors on approach now, so let's get a bit of education in them. So the reason why we're checking the interior mirror before we indicate is that we need to know the distance and the speed of the vehicle behind us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because if the car was very close to us, we may need to indicate a little bit earlier.
Okay. Yeah.
Or if we look in the left-hand door mirror and we see a cyclist just getting ready to come down the inside of us, we
Yeah.
wouldn't pop the signal on because that signal would frighten the cyclist
Yeah.
and they may well fall off.
And
Or if I did have the signal on
Yeah.
and I did start to turn the wheel, I may well knock the cyclist off. Yeah.
okay. Yeah. So that'd just be whilst coming up to an emerge.
So listen to the lifelines now. Yeah.
Okay.
So I have done the mirror signal routine before, so I may well be able to relate some of that to what I done last week on left and right hand turns. Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got an emerge coming up.
Okay, Tony, we've got an emerge coming up. So we're going to turn to
We're going to turn to the
we're
right.
going to turn to the right.
So check your interior mirror.
Check your interior mirror.
I remember that
Tony.
one, yeah. And then I check the right hand
Check
door
your
mirror.
right hand door mirror, Tony.
And you pop the signal on about 5 or 6 car lengths, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now it's like want you to cover the brake and stop here, Tony.
Cover the brake and stop here, Tony.
Now we need to work on the left of centre position, yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
So you need to talk me over to that centre line, yeah.
So would you ask them to actually stop?
Well, yeah. There's no good trying to. Once I get to the junction,
It's too late.
it's too late, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay. But rather than keep it moving and get them, you'd initially the first couple of times you'd get them to stop.
There's nobody behind us, is there?
Okay. So that's fine.
Yeah. Providing you know there's nobody there.
Yeah.
You've got all the time in the world, isn't it?
Okay. That's
Yeah.
fine.
So prepare your car as you would do normally,
Prepare your car as you would do normally, Tony.
and steer towards you.
Steer towards you, Tony. That's it.
That's enough.
That's enough. Straighten up.
Steer towards me.
Steer towards me. Okay. And then
That's
straighten
enough.
up. That's enough.
And now straighten up.
And now straighten up.
And
Tony.
stop.
And stop.
Now, where does the centre line cut into the car?
It's a car behind.
Yeah,
us.
where's the centre line cut into the car?
Where's the centre line cut into
Oh,
the
just
car,
about
Tony?
there.
Okay.
Now just go forward slowly, and then I do know how to judge the reference point at the giveaway line, so I should be able to do that on my own by now.
Right. Okay.
So I'll just stop there,
Yeah.
and the giveaway line just comes in before the door mirror. Now tell me the observation. So we're
Okay,
gonna
Tony, we're gonna look to the left.
prepare your car as you would do normally.
Prepare your car as you would do normally.
But don't go anywhere until I say so.
Don't go anywhere until I say so.
So check to the right. Anybody coming?
Check to the right, Tony. Anybody coming?
Yeah, there's a lorry, but he's turning off.
Okay. Check to
Look ahead.
any pedestrians
No.
coming from opposite? No.
Check left.
Check left, Tony.
Anybody
Anything
coming?
coming?
No.
Okay.
Check to the right,
Check to the right, Tony.
and keep looking to the right as the handbrake goes down. Steer to the right now.
Steer towards the right.
Be
now,
watching
Tony.
me. Be don't be watching
Yep.
the emerge, yeah?
Okay.
Now straighten up.
Straighten up, Tony.
And a new road, we need to check the interior mirror.
New road.
Oh
check
yeah,
the
that's for
interior
distance
mirror.
and speed, isn't it?
Yep.
Vehicles come up behind me.
Okay.
And I need to check the
Right mirror to come
right
out.
door. Oh yeah, I need to check the right hand door mirror to see if anybody's overtaken me.
Left mirror to come back in.
Hang on,
Okay.
I'm trying to help you here. You just, yeah, I need to check that right hand door mirror to make sure there's nobody overtaking me.
Okay.
Yeah. And if they were overtaking me, I'd have to let them go because I might force them into that white
That's
van.
it.
Yeah.
So you haven't given the consequences.
Yeah, I'm taking a little bit of the pressure off you now. Yeah.
Okay.
But obviously, I'll only do it if you listen to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So we're going to take the next turning to the left.
Okay, so we're going to take
Right.
the next turning to the left.
And
Tony.
don't forget, I can do this on my own.
Okay. That's what I've got to remember without then starting to try and talk them into.
Right. So now, on that last one, what did you talk me into for the first time?
Merging right.
Yeah, and you talked me into
Overtaking a parked car.
the reference point for left to centre. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, which was a bit too quick.
Hang on a minute.
So
So you talked me into position for left to centre. Yeah.
Mhm.
Now you didn't get a chance to fill in the gaps in my knowledge there
Mhm.
because we had vehicles come up behind me. But now's your chance to do it.
Okay.
So it's important to be left to centre.
Okay. So it's important to be left of centre, Tony,
Yeah. Go on then.
because
If I if I go over the centre line,
Right. So left of centre.
centre line, the middle of the road.
Yeah.
If I go over the centre line,
Okay, because if you go over the centre line, Tony, you're going to potentially be... Any cars coming from the right that turn into this road that we're emerging from would potentially either hit you or be forced to stop.
and if I was too far to the left,
And if you're too far to the left and indicating the right, you'd potentially be misleading the car behind you. They would attempt to overtake you on the right, and as you would move to the right to get your positioning, and there'd be a collision.
right. Okay, we're just going to stop on the left here for a minute.
Okay.
So, go on, tell me.
Just going to stop here on the left, Tony.
Right, so does that make a bit of sense?
It is. It is.
Right, so there's not always a chance to get all the education in, yeah?
Yep.
But if there's nobody behind you, then don't panic. You can then use that. You've got all the time in the world there.
Yep.
Yeah, because you could get 5 minutes there of giving the education.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you need to
Might
just
get
keep.
something.
But you need to just keep glancing in the mirror. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I noticed one thing you're doing is that as I'm looking at the emerges, you're doing the looking from me. Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as they spot that, they won't bother looking.
Yeah.
And then you might turn around and say to him, "Oh, come on, Tony, it's very important to look." I'll come back at you and say, "Well, I thought you were doing it, so I didn't bother." Yeah. That makes sense?
Yep.
Watch me.
Nope.
Yeah, because I won't kill you. Yeah.
Mhm.
Obviously, a real learner will.
Yeah.
But I won't kill you,
Okay.
and the SE won't kill you. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tony, can I ask a few questions?
Of course you can. Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
when we're stopped at the junction
Yeah.
and there is a car behind us,
Yeah.
if me being me, concentrating on what I'm going to say and briefly miss the car that